als vorige keer. Ah ja. Ik voel haar veel zo daar onderaan. Is dat dan haar hoofd die beweegt? Of is dat kan ook haar handjes zijn?
Ja,
die...
handen zitten daar en zelfs een voet zit hier ook.
Ah, oké, ja. Ja.
Plooien aan die voetjes,
Ja.
alles zit daar.
Ja.
En hier iets hoger knieën, dus ja, dat kan ook. En hier zit dat beentje zo, dat is mooi.
Ah ja, ja.
Dat hier zo geplooid.
Ja, ik begin wel zo de laatste week zo een klein beetje in mijn druk in mijn ribben te voelen.
Dat is ook goed zo, kunnen die zo echt hier aan teentjes zien.
Ah ja.
Het gezichtje. Dit nou rond de 650 gram. Mooi goed schema.
Oh, dat is goed. Ah ja, ja, zoveel op haar hoofdje.
En daar een ander vingers.
Ah ja.
Dicht voor haar gezicht. Ja, stikt daar weg.
Ja, ze stikt daar weg. Okay, I'm back home. I look different because I had to have a shower because it was just so incredibly hot today. Oh my word. I'm glad it was in the morning, but when I got back in my car, it said it was already like 30 degrees Celsius, and that was at 11:30 or something like that. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm glad that we're going to get some rain, hopefully, tonight. Hopefully. It's very, very hot, so I had to have a shower. And it's honestly made no difference whatsoever because I had to wash my hair, which means I will sweat anyway. I've literally, it probably looks blah because I've had to sit in front of the fan for like half an hour to cool down, and I'm still very, very sweaty. It's just, yeah, it's a very weird type of heat at the moment. I was actually thinking, so this is also like a 24-week update, but I was thinking a couple of days ago, like I was feeling pretty good and was thinking, okay, my body's getting used to this heat and it's like, you know, adapting and all of that. And then I got up this morning and I threw up all of my breakfast. I have had these like heat flushes that just come out of absolute nowhere. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's just, it's insane. Every single day is different when you're pregnant. And I'm not complaining because I feel like I do that a lot. I'm very, very grateful, but it's, I don't know. I don't remember it being this difficult. I don't know what it is. Don't know. And I had summer babies with my other two. So I was like big at this point. Matteo was already born, but with Maya, oh my word, I was already at the end of my pregnancy. But we have had a fair amount of heat waves this year. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about the heat and all of that and give you guys an update. So after the appointment, I don't know why, and I know I'm not alone in this, but I always feel like I need to like bath something. I don't know. I actually held myself in because I want to show you what I got last week, because I did get something. I needed to go to the store to get new bras because I don't fit in any of my old bras anymore. And I went to the CNA. I follow some people on Instagram that like do these, they basically just go to these shops in Belgium and they show you all of like the baby products and if there's something new and all of that. So I got this set of these cute little, what do you call them? You call them onesies or bodies, or I don't know what they're called in English. But I really like these because they open up. You don't have to pull them over their face. So if they have a blowout or anything, and usually my rule is do not get white, but the other two are not white. I mean, look how cute that is. It's so adorable. So yeah, I got the size 56 centimeters, which is 0 to 1 month. If you are living in Belgium, do not get like the size 50, because I have noticed from with my previous kids that these, I'm just going to call them bodies because that's what they're called in Dutch. Body. What is it called in English? I don't know. But the CNA, they shrink. I find that their sizes are still quite small. Like a size 50 and a size 44 is absolutely tiny. Like that's honestly for like premature babies. And even this to me is quite small. I'm actually thinking about doing this thing that I think I saw it on Instagram, where they, once their bodies get like a little bit too long and you can't use it anymore, to cut off this part and make it into like a little t-shirt. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with these because of the buttons. I don't know, but I saw it and I thought, oh, that's quite a good idea to, you know, prolong, because they grow out of these things so damn quickly. So I got those 3. I do need to get more of those because I've got onesies and all of that I've shown you, but for some reason I don't have enough bodies. But yeah, they have their fall line in, so everything is like a little bit double layered. Actually, most shops now have got their autumn collection. And then the other thing was this little set. So it's the little pants with the feet, but it's like, it's not thick, but it's just like so nice and soft. And also it extends here, so you can use this one for longer. Plus you can also just cut off the feet if you want to, you know, use them for longer. But I've opted this time to buy things with feet because I know how quickly the socks fall off, and that wasn't much of an issue with Maya and Matteo because they were summer babies and they didn't really wear socks that often. But even as soon as we hit winter, I even remember then. So I just, with a newborn, don't want to deal with losing socks everywhere. And then the little top. So this was a little set, but look at that. It's so cute. And again, I'm really trying to be conscious with what I buy and not buy, so you could open it up like this. Not buy things that you have to pull over their head, just because I remember Maya was definitely the worst, but she had a blowout every single day. Every day. And I just want to go for really easy clothes. You know, I'm going to be indoors most of the time anyway, so she'll probably just be in onesies and all of that, or in pajamas and that, because that's what I'm going to be wearing. So, you know, but yeah, that was my little haul that I got. I went there for bras, but I had to, just had to. Their collection, honestly, I could have brought home every single like outfit that they had, and it was just so cute. It was so cute. There was one that I almost got, which had Winnie the Pooh on it, which has a special place in my heart. It's like my favorite character, but it was quite expensive. And it was also not very practical. It had like a body, but the body you had to pull over the head, and then it had a onesie thing with like straps, but again, you have to take the whole thing off to change the diaper. So I was just like, no, that's just too much of a hassle. I'm not going to do that. But if you are in Belgium, definitely go ahead and check out CNA, because they've got such cute stuff, and it's like affordable, you know, not sponsored or anything, just mom to mom here. But yeah, I definitely have some things to still get. Like I definitely need to get more of these. But anyway, that was my little haul update, 24-week update. I showed you guys this, but she is, I'm going to get the pictures because I do have to say the pictures this time around were not as amazing as the last one, but the last one was the anatomy scan, so she took her time a lot more with that. Plus, she was also in a way better position. She didn't want to show her face this time. Like, she was like this the whole time, and she was facing, yeah, there was no ways that you would be able to see her face. But she is 649 grams now. It shows like all of these different numbers. They're like all the centimeters of like the stomach, the head, the this and that. And then it says on what scale are they? Like, are they measuring right to how many weeks you are? And with some, it said 23 weeks and 6 days. Even though I am like today, Monday, I am 24 weeks today. And then with the other things, it says 24 weeks and 3 days or 24 weeks and 4 days. It's just, yeah, I don't know what those numbers mean. But she measured her head, her stomach, and her brain. Yeah? Is that everything she measured? And her heart, obviously, as well. Those are all of those, but the pictures are not very clear because even when we went to go and sit back down, I'm like, you're going to have to tell me again what this is because anyway. But this one here is her, you can see here is the leg and her bum. Her bum is here. So her bum is here and here is the leg. You can see part of like the foot, but she was moving the foot, so it was kind of hard to get. That here is her arms that are like covering her face. She was really trying to get a picture of her face, but her arms are like covering her face. And then this one here are the little toes. You see there? Little foot with all the little toes. And then, yeah, you got all of your like information here. So yeah, not amazing pictures this time. Everything was okay. She was measuring up to scale and all was good. It was honestly a very, very quick appointment. I feel like the anatomy scan was really, really nice. I'm really glad that Mitch went with because they check everything. And it was also the first time that Mitch went with. So it's kind of like for him, for like a man, I can imagine that it's, you know, it's difficult. I feel her move every single day. He's just kind of like, he just sees my stomach growing. So I can imagine for a man, it's like hard. So that was really, really nice for her. And the gynecologist really took her time with that anatomy scan and like explained everything. And it was really, I mean, I've had it before. I had it with Maya. I really, really like her. So yeah. And she's very, very chill as well. Like she checked everything. She, you know, she says everything's good. That's good. That's good. She's like constantly reaffirming you that everything is okay. But it was a very quick appointment. I did just, usually I say everything's going good, but this time I did update her with the fact that I'm having to do physiotherapy. I am having some Braxton Hicks contractions, but she said as long as it's not more than 10 times a day and it's linked with growth and like the movement of her, that's okay. And it's definitely not more than 10 times a day. It's also linked with like exhaustion if I'm a little bit more tired than usual. And I definitely, like at the end of a long day at the end of every day that I have to work, I do have them a little bit more frequently, but I definitely don't have more than 10 a day. So that was also reassuring because I was worried about that a little bit because I mentioned that to my physiotherapist and she was kind of like, oh, that's not good. Because it is early, like I'm only 24 weeks pregnant and that's the earliest that I've ever had Braxton Hicks contractions. But it's definitely, they're quite, at night they can be quite intense. Like it's not painful or anything like that, but the tightening of the stomach is like, okay then. And I always get like heartburn from it as well, which I also never had before. So yeah, all of these new symptoms and all of that. Nausea is still not gone. I still have to, you know, eat on time. I definitely noticed that now with like 2 kids and working and doing YouTube and everything else on top of that, that I do forget to eat quite frequently. And it's only when I'm hungry and I can feel that hunger that I'm like, oh yeah, I need to eat. That could also be why it's still lingering. But yeah, I still at least throw up maybe once a week. I did today, and yeah, that wasn't very pleasant. And I've not really been feeling 100% the whole day, but also I'm not sleeping very well, and the doctor says that's also linked. So if you're not sleeping well and you're pregnant, you're probably going to feel nauseous. So it goes away pretty quickly. It's not consistent. It's only really when I need to eat and when it's hot. Honestly, I'm over summer. I've had enough of it. I think that's the only reason I feel like I've been struggling so much lately, is because of the heat. That's the only thing. Like, it's just because of that. Because it's really nice feeling her move a lot. She's very, very active, which does make me quite nervous because Maya was very active and she is a firecracker now, that she will probably also be. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed that she'll be like a little bit calmer, you know, after she's born. I don't know. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. My daughter's definitely traumatized me, that's for sure. I'm going to be positive about it. I am. It's a completely different situation, you know, different baby. Every baby's different. She is very active, definitely. Mitch was actually able to feel her for the first time last night. He put his hand on my stomach, and it honestly, it felt like, he said it felt like when you've eaten a lot and your stomach just kind of like, it's not... He couldn't really distinguish like, oh, okay, there's like, it's her, you know. It's still, I think, a little bit too early for that. She's not big enough. She is now the size of a aubergine. What's another word for that? There's another name for that. But anyway, that's her size. Definitely felt this last week that she's been for like a growth spurt, because her movements are, I can feel them a lot more. And I can feel what position she's in. Her head is still facing down, which was the same when she was 20 weeks. Again, she can move. I had this with Maya and Matteo as well. Like, as of 20 weeks, their head was just always facing down. So I suppose that's a good thing. But I do feel a lot of movement quite low there. And the gynecologist also said that, yeah, that could also maybe lead to, you know, the bigger she gets, the more she grows, and she will feel a lot of pressure down there, which is what I felt with Maya. Like, I honestly felt like she was ready for at least like the last month and a half. She felt very, very low, and she actually wasn't, but it was just the position that she was in. And yeah, sorry if you can hear that. It's my washing machine. I don't know why it's making that noise. I don't know. But anyway, that's the 24-week update. Yeah, having to go to the physiotherapist once a week now. She's given me some exercises that I have to do for stability. I do have to say, my back pain, like the specific back pain that I had, well, where I had it, is better. But now the pain has moved to somewhere else. Like, it honestly feels like it's in my area down there, the pain now. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if that's normal, but obviously this week I will, you know, ask her about that, and she'll probably give me some extra exercises, but it's exercises that I have to do in the morning and at night. And I do have to say, it is difficult to... One second, someone is... Yeah, okay, I wasn't expecting anyone, but we ordered new cushions, so that's what that was. I forgot, we only ordered that yesterday. What the heck? Anyway, yeah, that's the 24-week update. I was talking about the physiotherapist. I don't remember where I was. Yeah, I told her about the support band that I got. She is in favor of it, but I kind of also felt like she wasn't, because it does, you know, it's doing a lot of work for you, so your muscles will weaken from it. So I've actually really been trying this last week not to wear it, and it's not been bad. I did last week have to go home early, but that's because of the heat. It was 41 degrees Celsius in the shop, and I literally, like, I couldn't breathe. It was very, very difficult. A lot of people went home. I mean, it was 41 degrees Celsius. I cannot believe that we have to work in that. But anyway, I had to go home early then, but that wasn't back related or anything like that. But the exercises are definitely working. Oh yes, that's what I was saying. I have to do them in the morning and at night, which I am struggling with. I'm trying to be really strict and do it. In the morning, I only have to do one exercise. I mean, all of these exercises are lying down in bed anyway, but it's just like at night, I'm just like tired and I just want to, you know, get comfortable, and I don't want to have to do, it's 5 exercises that I have to do at night. Maybe if you guys are interested, I'll show you what those exercises are, but yeah, I have to do that twice a day. But she also gave me a heads up. She was like, you're not going to be able to work for much longer. So I'm just trying to take it day by day. I still have 2 more weeks to work and then I'm off for 3 weeks again. By the time I go back then, I will be in my 3rd trimester. So I'm just gonna, I'm honestly just seeing how it goes. I feel good. Yeah, I'm tired and I get uncomfortable very quickly, but honestly, I'm, you know, it's my 3rd rodeo. I'm used to it. I just try and make it work. And I feel like when I took that little break in my 1st trimester from my main channel, that really helped and just gave me that little bit of break that I needed. But it didn't really help with my sanity, I'll put it that way, because I love making videos, I love filming, I love editing, I love the whole process. I miss that a lot. So I'm very happy to be back in that and to, like, you know, I've started this channel and everything because I did really want to do that. But yeah, I know I'm probably talking to not a lot of people, but honestly, my goal is to just share. And if I can help one parent, then my goal is reached, and I really don't care if this doesn't go big or anything like that. That's my goal. My goal is not to, you know, become rich and do this for a living. I just want to help other moms, help other parents, not only moms. If there is any like specific, I have like a whole list of videos, but I've never asked you guys that are already subscribed and watching, if there are any specific videos that you guys want, please just leave them in the comments down below, or you could send me a message on Instagram and I will happily make those videos. Like I said, I love making videos. But yeah, that was my 24-week update. I don't think I have anything else to really cover. I'm sure I would have forgotten something. Pregnancy brain this time around is, it's funny. It really is. I've noticed the last weeks now editing these videos and videos for my main channel. It is bad. Like, it is bad, that's for sure. There's lots of stuff that I've had to cut, that I start talking about something and I never finish my point, and I'm like, hello, can you carry on please? Multitasking as well, it's hard. I've also noticed that at work, but anyway, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. So do not feel bad if you're pregnant and you've got it, because wow. I actually did a little bit more research on that. Yes, that is something that I wanted to say. Apparently, when I didn't know this, and like 3rd pregnancy, you'd think I would, but your brain shrinks when you are pregnant. That's insane. I don't know every outs and ends of that, because I read that not that long ago, but again, try and get me to remember all of that information. But yeah, our brain, like, look it up if you want to see more into it, but our brain actually shrinks. And for it to regain back to its like original size, it apparently, unless I'm crossing it with something else, but I'm sure I probably am, it takes up to a year for it to regain its normal size again. It's not that much, like, it's honestly like less than a percentage, I think. But still, like, that's still crazy, you know, that our brain shrinks while we are pregnant. Honestly, that blows my mind. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a hype if you feel like it. It helps, you know, boost the video in the algorithm. If you watch this video all the way to the end, leave a little, any type of clothing emoji. I just think it's so cute. Probably not going to last very long because it's white, but anyway. Leave any type of clothing emoji in the comments. It lets me know you watched all the way to the end. And again, this channel is very, very small and I don't get a lot of views. So I do really, really appreciate it. And it does really make my day when I see those comments. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.